Hey, this is Sarge from TBFM, and I'm joined by Jay and Rod from Riff Stampede.
Hi,
fellas.
Hello.
Good, Bob.
Hello.
So I was lucky enough to come and see your show last night, and it was an absolute fucking cracker.
Well, we're very happy with it.
Yeah, I feel like it went well.
Yeah, man.
Had a good crowd.
Yeah, it was pretty much start to finish with no problems, which is good.
And then we had some new songs tried out on there.
We had some new songs.
Well.
We had a new, different drummer for the evening.
Yeah,
Jordan.
He seemed to settle in pretty smoothly.
Yeah, he did a good
Yes,
crack.
he blitz-fisted it.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, Jordan is the drummer for Evil Scarecrow. Standing in for you boys, and he did a sterling job. A little bit more smiley than we're used to on the Riff Stampede stage, but you know.
Oh, thanks very much. We're a flash band, we're supposed to be serious.
So, old festival veterans really. You've got around the place, done Bloodstock, Wacken, Hammerfest. How does it compare playing somewhere like this? A bit different when it's sort of indoor. And
This one was, I beat the 2013 Hammerfest hands down for us.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The stage was better, the sound was better, everything was better about it.
Yeah, a lot of the bands are saying the on-stage sound is as good as they've had as well.
Yeah, it was good.
That's the important bit.
Absolutely. And from what we could gather, it was sounded amazing out front. So.
We've been told it sounded good out front.
Yeah,
so
it did sound fantastic. We all enjoyed it.
You couldn't possibly want more, really, in a situation like that. You know.
So, yeah, I mean that's it, isn't it? You just want to be on there, good sound, get the crowd going.
Yeah.
So what's the year shaping up like for you boys then? Obviously you've got a new release coming out, which I've been lucky enough to hear, which I've enjoyed, and I think everyone else is going to enjoy it. But you know, how are you feeling about
it's good.
The new stuff coming out?
Well, it's there. It's there now. Finally, after all this time, it's there.
Yeah, we were in a different decade when we started that.
Different century.
Yeah.
I didn't have any grey hairs.
Fucking hell, that long ago.
Yes.
But the same underpants, hey Rod?
Oh no, we won't go on into the underpants department.
No.
Just now.
So is this stuff you've had in your back pocket for a long time? Or is it a lot of it, newly written?
Well, it started off to be some of the songs that we had from the first album left over that we wanted to carry on doing stuff, and then as we were like doing stuff with that, it was like, no, chuck that one. But we've actually had this set of 10 songs since 2012.
Yeah, it's 4 years now.
Yeah.
Well, it's actually been a bit of a sort of, for people who know you, a bit of a running joke how long it's taken.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to rub it in. But,
No.
But what has taken the time really? Is it about just sort of life pressures, or is it music related? Is it just?
It's a bit of all sorts really. We tracked it all first, and then we've retracked the guitars twice.
Yeah.
So as we got to the end of it, and it's like, nah, do it again. So we started and did it again, and because we've been handling all the tracking ourselves pretty much, it's like we've had to make sure it's done properly and make sure it's done well.
Yeah, well, that's the important bit.
Yeah,
And then
you can't go off
the mixing side of things.
Yeah.
So how's it been? Because obviously you play in other bands and you just had a little lad, so it's obviously life pressures get in the way as well. How's that sort of?
To a certain extent, but Ravens Creed don't gig very often, so it's never really an issue. But all kinds of things, logistics. I mean,
you live so far apart as well.
We live in different towns.
Yeah.
But we do whatever we can to make it work, and also we've been doing the live work. We're keeping our hand in live. So it's not like we've been completely idle.
No, you've still been on the scene. I mean, anyone who follows you,
just keep your hand in. Keep your hand in, because everybody knows how tricky it is to make an album when you're not signed up.
But in terms of lifestyle changes, is that kind of affected your musical input or your approach to things in any way?
No, not at all. Just got to be more organised. That's it.
But in terms of the actual songwriting process, do you think sort of change in lifestyle? Because I know it certainly changed me having kids. It's like a big soppy mess. Is the heavy metal still there, or do you reckon your outlook's different?
No, definitely. No, the next album is on the way. Well, the writing for the next album's on the way.
Oh, nice.
The third one, this is. So yeah, no, it is. It won't lighten up. No chance.
So that's good to hear. Well, in the Facebook generation that we're in, I went on Facebook and asked some of the fans to ask some questions for us.
All right.
So one of the ones that's proved very popular is the worst toilets of any venue in the country.
This country.
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
That'll be the toilet at the Nuneaton Queen's Hall.
Yes, that's pretty rancid.
After the
Simon Hall.
After the
Sorry, Simon.
After the chili incident.
Yes. Oh, you're talking about me.
Would you care to elaborate on that, or is it best left?
No, I don't want to go into that. Thanks.
I think it's probably for the best.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on the flip side of things, so what's the sort of best?
The best toilet.
Not the best toilet, but the best venue hospitality. Who's looked after you the most?
Well, Bloodstock will be way up there because they always look after everybody. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't been treated badly anywhere, really.
No,
I don't think.
No, we're good boys. So
people look after
us.
bands on tour these days.
Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much.
Do the promoters look after the venues? Look after bands these days?
The places we've been, definitely.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of going on tour, what's kind of like your absolute first on the list in terms of where you play? Is there one place where every time you go on tour you think, right, that's the one we're going to book first?
No. It's whatever is available. Look out and see if it's going to be a good one for us or not.
And what do you see as like your hometown gig? Because obviously geographically you're all spread out. Is there a place that kind of is your crowd?
Bristol.
Yeah.
There's
Any one of those places, really.
And what's your view on sort of, a lot of the new bands sometimes get it wrong and overplaying their home regions. What's your view on sort of playing your local shows and playing?
Well, you can get stuck in a rut, can't you? And you just end up on that same circuit. You've got to break that cycle because it's suicide for bands sometimes because they just get used to that and they get into a pattern. And next thing they know, they're in their 50s and they're still playing the same piss holes. And certainly in Nottingham, but
yeah, and I guess with the digital age, it's a lot easier to get out and sort of play all your different regions and talk to the other fans anyway. I mean, do you use Facebook much in terms of engaging with your fans?
We've put the posts out,
no more or less than any other band, but it's a medium we do obviously require. You've got to keep up with the times, haven't you, really?
And do you think it's kind of different now that you can put an album out, or you could do a gig and the very next day people are putting up video clips of it, and whether you flip to know people are talking about it, or if you put a new album out, people can react straight away. Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's both, isn't it? Yeah. It's good if you've done a good one. It's pretty bad if you've done a poor one.
Yes.
But is it good to get that kind of instant feedback on the stuff you've done, like in terms of new releases? Before, I guess you have to put an album out, you go on tour and you've got to talk to someone and then find out, maybe wait for a review. Whereas these days, people can buzz about it straight away. As soon as they're back from the gig, or as soon as they've heard your new album, they can just sort of rave about it.
It's helpful if you manage to get your head above the water of the rest.
Yeah.
If you're still in the sea with everyone, you're still in a bigger sea of comments, aren't you? Then.
Yeah. Well, so back to these fan questions. Who's the whingiest member of the band? I'm looking
David. I don't whinge.
There's an interesting question. I haven't actually asked this to any of the bands yet, but what would be on your headstone on the sad day that you passed away?
And why not? I don't know.
Here lies the late Jay Walsh. Late again.
To the point, late again.
Late again, yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna end up with some quick fire questions. Lager or cider?
Lager.
Neither.
This is one more for you, I guess. Cliff Burton or Lemmy?
Oh, Lemmy. Lem, definitely. Hands down.
Metallica or Megadeth?
Megadeth.
Yeah, Megadeth.
Ozzy or Dio?
Dio.
Dio, yeah.
It's a tough one. In terms of playing, Bloodstock or Download?
Both,
yeah.
Can't go wrong there, really. Denim or leather?
Brought us all together.
These are all to run.
Oh, you've missed out double denim as well.
Never.
Double denim. Well, I don't know. There's a bit of quo in all of us.
Meat or veg?
Meat.
Veg.
Fair enough. That's black and white, that one.
And then I guess just what do the fans need to know about Bull Riff in 2016? What they got to look forward to? Obviously, we've talked about the album.
Yeah, well, it's basically the album now. We've got a promo track that's online.
Yep.
It's the first track from the album.
And I guess fans can find that via the Facebook page, yeah?
Yep.
Yes, there's links at the Facebook page, and it's completely free to download as well. So it's
And the pre-orders from the album will start April the 4th.
Okay.
As you know, we've started sending a few copies around for friends to have a look at and listen at. And
as ever, we're going to get to see you out on the road and doing what you do best.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
More to come.
With 1, 2, 3 or 4 different drummers.
Yeah. We're on drummer. We've got this quite.
It's like Spinal Tap.
It's quite. Yeah, we're up to their
Jordan
numbers
almost
easily.
exploded last night.
It's quite handy to have such a good pool of drummers.
Yeah.
Because that's the hardest thing for a band, is to get a drummer that's good and that can play the songs properly.
It's amazing.
Always been the hardest thing with any band. It's just
there's Matt from One Machine, who's in One Machine now, he's with Monument. He knows the set.
And of course Frank Dennis.
Frank.
Yeah, it is a good pool of fucking drummers to pull from.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're
good stuff.
We're good for drummers, man.
Well, we look forward to seeing you on the road. Thanks very much for your time, fellas.
Cheers.
Thank you very much, Sarge.
TBFM.